This is a brief tutorial on your assignment using the Active Neighborhood Checklist. Before you begin this tutorial, please go to Canvas and either print out or pull it up on your computer the Active Neighborhood Checklist. This is going to be your guideline that you use when looking at Google Maps. Once you have your Active Neighborhood Checklist ready, go to maps.google.com and make sure your current location is Farmville, Virginia. Then once you do that, you'll pick a location that's either on West 3rd Street going toward Sunchase or on Main Street going toward the Village. And what you'll do is you'll take the little orange guy on the left and hover that green dot over where you want to look at on the map. And then you just let go and he'll give you a street view of a street in Farmville. I'm going to turn around here and show you an example of this intersection down here. What you're going to do when looking at a certain section of the road you choose, you're going to go through your Active Neighborhood Checklist and look for things like crosswalks, if there are any, stoplights, handicap ramps, any like surroundings, whether there's a park or residential buildings or industrial buildings, things like that. So use your checklist as a guide, and you're just going to write down some things that you see good or bad because there's no crosswalks, things like that. So just use that as a guide and think of different recommendations for immediate and long-term improvement. For this intersection, my immediate recommendation would be to place a crosswalk in here with a handicap ramp. So therefore, the students possibly coming from Sunchase who use a wheelchair or things like that, they can have access to get across the road to continue to campus. You could also make the area prettier with maybe some flowers or things that don't obstruct the view of the drivers. Now, some long-term that I can think of is possibly taking this 4-lane road and taking it down to 2. This way, that'll allow more space for bike lanes or a wider sidewalk, things like that. So once you think about different recommendations and you go through your checklist, go back to Canvas and go to your group, and what you'll do is you'll go to your group discussion and talk about the findings that you found on your section that you chose in Farmville.